Hey, it's Becca. Welcome back to the channel. Come on in as we hang out and clean our house. It is time. We are cleaning today and we're going to do it together. If you're watching while you're cleaning, go ahead and grab whatever drink you need to get yourself going, whether it's coffee, whether it's an energy drink. Let's light our favorite candle and let's just knock this out. The truth is, I used to feel like I was just drowning in stuff. But now living a little more minimal, even with a big family, it's like my house finally breathes with me instead of against me. So today I'm your partner in whatever it is we are cleaning. I hope you find encouragement through this video. I'm going to try and talk through as much as I can. And here's my kids just running around with two big carrots. That's interesting. But anyways, let's get some things done. First things first, I always light a candle. It just sets the tone. It gets me ready to start moving. There's something about that little flicker, the smell filling the room. It just makes cleaning just not feel like a chore, you know? It's more like therapy. And, you know, my favorite scent right now is definitely pumpkin. Mrs. Meyer's has a really good honeysuckle, I think it's called, brand or smell that I really like and enjoy. Imagining I'm in some luxurious spa while I clean my house makes things a little more nice and enjoyable. Do you guys have a favorite cleaning scent? Are you like team lemon fresh, or are you like a cozy vanilla kind of cleaning person? I don't know that it's strange, but I really like cleaning with rubbing alcohol. It's like one of my main cleaning agents that I use because I clean very natural in my house. So I use alcohol and I use essential oils, and I just mix it with like 1 part alcohol, 1 part water, and it works extremely well on every surface. When I first started decluttering, it was because I was so overwhelmed. I was so tired of picking up the same things over and over again, tired of organizing unwanted clutter. I didn't even like the stuff. I just didn't know what to do with it, and I invested so much already in the things that I just felt like I needed to create a home for them. You know, and minimalism isn't about having like the perfect home, the perfect Pinterest-worthy house. It's more about having less to manage, in my opinion. If you have a big family like me, you already know every toy, every cup, every pair of shoes somehow multiplies overnight. So I ask myself these things. Do we use this? Do we love this? Or is it just taking up space and energy? And slowly, the less we had, the better the days went. The less stuff, the less mess, the more peace, the less me having to clean and tidy unnecessary things. Let's talk about it. What is one area of your house that is always feeling overwhelming to you? For me, it's the kitchen countertops. I try almost everything to not put things on these countertops, but it just happens. And I'm not trying to be perfect. I don't want my kids to think I'm so rigid that we can't live our life and not have fun and make messes, because that's part of life. So I try to give myself grace, and I try to teach the kids that we just see a mess and we clean a mess. I know I can't be the only one that starts cleaning and I like think about my whole life. Like 1 minute I'm wiping down the fridge, and then the next minute I'm planning new business or deciding if I need a new hairstyle or wondering if I should repaint the whole living room. Or my brain will just randomly go to the fact that I want to start a new skincare routine. And should I make that purchase and buy that new skincare serum, or should I just keep using what I've been using? And as I'm making this voiceover, I am completely getting lost in these clouds. You guys, check how beautiful these clouds are right now. With 5 kids, 2 businesses, and a trillion things going on, I know becoming a minimalist is not an option, because that would just be crazy trying to not own nearly anything. But decluttering and truly becoming as clutter-free as possible is what has helped my life function highly. I feel like we've built little systems that have kept the chaos somewhat manageable. Like every kid has one basket for their own stuff, and if it's overflowing, it's time to declutter. And our rule is simple: if you do not love it, use it, or wear it, it's going to donation. The beautiful thing about living with less is that it gives us room to actually have things that matter and things that we love. So the kids' laundry is something that I'm always trying to improve. And I told you guys last time I wanted to keep all the kids' laundry up here. But now I've changed it to where my husband used to have his clothes up here. But he has a perfectly good dresser. So I'm just going to put them back in his dresser and we're going to call it good. And then I'm going to put our girls' clothes back on that for hanging dresser system thing I have going on. But anyways, living more minimal made us able to prioritize things that we love, like family dinners, slow mornings, spontaneous outings, anything that we want. It feels a lot less stressful because we're not trying to manage all the chaos. Let me know if there's one system that has saved your sanity as a mom or a homemaker. I am always looking for new ideas and new systems. Something that a lot of people don't talk enough about is how clutter is emotional. It's not just a mess, it's the mental noise. When my house feels chaotic, my mood usually follows. I'm shorter tempered with my children, more distracted, less creative. But when it is tidy, even just a clean corner, my whole mindset shifts. A clean space doesn't mean you have to have it all together. It just means you're giving yourself permission to breathe and have an area that is clean and easy to clean. Something that I knew I wanted to deep clean today was my girls' room. It was needing some serious help. So we got in there, we deep cleaned it. We're going to clean the toys. We're going to wipe and sanitize the floors, and we are just going to get a little bit better of organization going. We are going to keep all the clothes out of the closet again because it's just not working with 3 girls in the same room. The clothes is just getting thrown on the ground, and I don't expect my oldest to manage my youngest in my middle child's clothes. It just doesn't seem fair. So we're just going to find a better system so that we can all work better together and just have a more easy flow, and that clean clothes won't be getting on the ground so much, and we won't have to do so much laundry. Because that's the goal, right? We don't want to work harder. We want to work smarter. So I feel like I'm always trying to find better systems so that we don't have to work hard. I want my life to be as minimal and easy when it comes to cleaning so that I can enjoy and soak up these moments with my kiddos because they fly by. Cannot believe my oldest is almost 10 and my youngest is turning 1 tomorrow. And it's such a beautiful thing. Cherish your kids, guys. We only get one shot as their parents, and I just love them with my whole heart, and I'm so grateful God's given me the gift to being their mama. On another note, the other day when I was out in town, this older lady came up and asked, she goes, "Wow, looks like you're running a daycare." And I couldn't tell if she was being serious or just trying to be funny, which, I mean, I have a sense of humor, but at the moment, I was already stressed out as it was. We were in the library, or we were in a bookstore, and I was trying to manage all of the kiddos, and that just was not the comment I wanted to hear. But God gives us grace, so I gave her grace, and I actually did not say one thing. I just smiled and walked away. So I was pretty proud of myself. Anyways, if you are still here, thank you for hanging out with me while I cleaned and rambled. Seriously, I love that we do this together. You guys are so incredibly awesome, and I'm just so thankful for this community. Remember, it's not about having the perfect house or the most clean space. We all have lived-in homes, and we're all just trying to do the best that we can do. And I'm so happy you're trying to improve your life for your family and make your space a more easy, functional, flowing, wonderful place. If you made it this far, go ahead and put a book emoji in the comments. And remember, you are amazing. Go ahead and light your candle, get your cleaning done, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.
This is our cows, Shishi, Dee Dee, and Cuckoo.